Hey everyone, this is Sonav.
And this is Wave of Shadow. We are the Team Liquid Twin Casting Golems, casting live from my office.
From your office. Casting live, because it's never live.
I'm going to keep saying it.
I know you are. Alright, we've got just another in-house for you guys. This is a full Team Liquid in-house, I believe, with the exception of a couple friends, I believe. But, we got
you
some...
believe.
I believe. But, I think we've got some...
I don't know the words.
Me neither. We got some higher elo people in this game. We got Gandhi, we got Tespa, Wasabi's up there.
No, Wasabi doesn't.
Wasabi fluctuates 300 elo a day, so.
So these are some real standard bans, not like what we saw last game. Rengar, Jace, Alistar, Blitzcrank, Shen, Malphite. You will see that in pretty much every solo queue game around.
I would love to, I want to see Wesley's Orianna. I haven't seen it yet. I've heard it's
Wesley,
pretty good.
oh man, I gotta say, I'm a huge Wesley fan. I love watching him AP.
His brand.
His brand is it's crazy. His brand is awesome.
Oh, and Wasabi countering with the Zyra. I like picking Zyra against Orianna.
Who does he think he is? Swim?
Whoa, hey, whoa. Who was the one who taught Swim Zyra?
Yeah, you know what though? But see, the thing is, I'm kind of like. Swim gained 400 elo just from playing Zyra. I'm kind of thinking that Swim is the Zyra guy now. Like,
okay.
I don't know.
Alright, I mean, okay.
Seen a Jax pick from Tespa, so that's going to be a top lane beaster up there.
I'm looking forward to Tespa versus Gandhi. This is going to be a fun matchup.
Ooh, I'm really looking forward to this. Who wins that, flat out? Is that just a skill-based matchup?
I think it's going to be something... I'm going to predict a level 4 kill from Gandhi.
Really?
Yep.
Wow, that is a bold statement. So I'm thinking, but we do have I Am the Tits on Lee Sin, so we might, who knows, we might see an early level 2 gank if Tespa's playing too aggressively.
I mean, it's Jax. He won't play aggressively that early, and he's going to have his leap strike, so I'm not that concerned about a level 2 gank. But it's going to be level 4 or 5 from Rumble. I'm going to make a bet on that one.
All right, what are you betting? What are the stakes?
My dignity, which is already gone. So.
I was going to say, you lost that a long time ago, buddy. I don't know where you're going to... You got nothing to bet with.
Oh well, I'm just going to make a wager with my $0. I'll give you an IOU.
How about this? If you lose next time your roommates pee in the shower, you have to clean it up.
No. I'm not. No. We see a switch from Gandhi to Ezreal. I'm going to assume that's just because they wanted to grab Ezreal.
Just to keep him away from the enemy team, I guess. You know what? I can honestly say that this kind of feels sad to me, but I'm kind of happy to see Graves because you don't see him as often anymore.
Isn't that weird to say?
Yeah.
Because there was the time 2 months ago when I wanted to kill myself because I saw Graves every time.
Yep.
Oh, Gandhi might actually be playing Ezreal because he picked up the cleanse.
Well, we'll just have to see. And you know what? I just realized because there are probably people in this in-house watching our stream currently, we probably shouldn't be talking about summoners.
Yeah, well.
And you probably should be blanking it out somewhere because they can see what the summoners are.
Yeah, well, you know what? This isn't high production value yet, alright?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere. HGL's never gonna consider us if we don't do shit.
Oh, damn it.
And if we don't stop swearing.
Ah, that doesn't count as a swear.
No, what I said.
Oh, yeah, I didn't catch it. See, the thing is you're catching it now. Alright, Soraka.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not Soraka.
Just kidding. Alright, I think Gandhi's just trolling us with his summoners now.
Is he?
Yeah.
If he were really trolling us with his summoners, he'd be picking...
Promote, Surge.
Teleport, Clairvoyant.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I don't know where she's gonna go, but...
You know what I really hate?
What's that?
Diana.
Why? I love Diana.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't hate her. She's one of those champions that if she's on the opposing team, she'll be 12-1. And if she's on my team, she'll have no clue what she is doing.
Yeah. I mean, I really like everything about Diana. I love her personality. I love her skill set and everything. I can't play her for crap. And I don't know why.
I know why, because you're garbage at any AP without zoning.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it is.
That was harsh. I feel bad.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks,
no,
man. Straight garbage.
I'm just kidding. Oh, man. No, if you really want to see a garbage AP, Gary. Just I think I have a recent Victor game recorded somewhere where we won, but I probably derped about 100 times. Go watch that.
Your Victor's not that bad.
My Victor's not that bad in comparison to the 1400 level where I play.
That's true. I'm happy to see a Nautilus. I hate playing against Nautilus, but I like seeing him picked because he's fun.
You know, he's fallen so far out of favor, and I really don't quite understand why, because he's still really strong. He's got the most... Is it still the most CC out of any character in the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he's got his snare, he's got his hook, he's got a slow, he's got his knock-up.
It's 4. That's more...
Yeah, that's 4.
I think that's... Blitzcrank is probably the only one who's close to that.
Leona has a lot, too. She has 3.
Blitzcrank also has 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's... I mean, 4 CCs is absolutely insane. So... And now that their game has started, we can actually have a look at the summoners and the laning. It looks as though it's going to be pretty standard from Purple Team. We're going to see Tespa going top, Wasabi mid, Barakapal and Inca going to be bottom, and number 3
Balti? I don't know.
Salty?
I read it as Salty until you mentioned it was a 3.
I did too. It's just number. I'm going to call him number, but then I'm going to mix them up with numbers.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know. Anyway, how about Blue Team? What do we got in Blue Team?
Blue Team, we've got some actually nice initiation and nice team fighting capabilities with Orianna and Diana and Lee Sin. And Ezreal even. I mean, the team fighting there is strong.
Would you say it is strong?
No, I would not say it's strong.
Would you say it's... I don't even know where I'm going with that. Alright, just ignore that.
Wesley said... Alright, Wesley said number 3 ultimate. Or alternate. Like, his alt account. Yeah.
So he's got 2 other accounts? I don't know. You know what I'm sad? I'm sad that Nub Pancakes is not playing in this game. Because I miss watching the beauty bottom lane that is the Inca Nub Pancakes team.
Alright, sorry, what was that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you doing something else while we were casting this game?
I was fixing my sound, alright?
What's wrong with your sound?
I don't know, Dur asked me to turn off in-game sound. Or music.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I have that turned off.
I didn't even know I could do that, so...
Yeah. How'd you do that through on this screen? Usually there's like a settings thing that you sort of put on when you're in the main screen.
Yeah, I did it. I fixed it. It's all good.
Oh, okay. I was just saying that I'm sad that Nub Pancakes is not playing in this game because I miss seeing the Inca Nub Pancakes bottom lane.
That was a strong bottom lane. Nub Pancakes Janna is so good.
And like, here's the thing, they're like a couple like, what's Inca's elo right now? Let me check. I can't see it. Where's my TL list here? Inca is sitting at 1415. Okay, I think Inca and Nub Pancakes are both hovering around 1400, right? But there's no way they are actually 1400.
Well, in that
At
one
least
matchup, or yeah,
like I was gonna say, they could probably duo their way up to 1600 or so at least. I've seen them play.
Yeah, they work well together.
So I don't know. Maybe they're not. I don't know. Maybe they're just not ranked players.
Well, I mean, it's a different thing too. I mean, I can play a decent AP most of the time, but it's a question of whether or not I can carry the game. Can I carry the solo queue game? That's the main question in solo queue.
That's a question I ask myself very often.
Yeah. What's the answer usually?
No. Usually no. Oh, we got a skin. Ooh, exciting. I love Subterranean. I love all the Nautilus skins.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I like Astronautilus. It's a good one.
That is a good one.
I'm really sad that Ezreal is being played by Gandhi. That just made me so upset. I really wanted to see Gandhi versus Tesfa. But, I mean, I guess Gandhi's just too scared. He's too scared to get beat.
Oh, are you baiting something here?
I would never do something like that.
Well, no, I'm actually kind of interested to see the Wasabi versus Wesley matchup. I mean...
Yeah, that's going to be a good one.
Wasabi's not exactly a mid player, but his skills are pretty good. But I don't know. Can he go up against Wesley?
We'll find... I think Zyra beats Orianna. I mean, I pick Zyra into Orianna all the time, so...
What about that matchup, you think? Why does it favor Zyra?
Zyra's just a very strong laner. I pick her pretty much into anyone. But I mean, Orianna also has a strong lane, and it's going to be interesting if Zyra misses her plants, then Orianna is going to be ahead. But it's hard to miss plants on Zyra. It's really difficult because they're easy to hit.
And of course that overpowered E.
No, man, it's super balanced.
It's. I remember a while back I think someone was saying that Brand is a good pick against Zyra.
I wouldn't necessarily see why.
Yeah, I don't know either. I was just asking you.
Well, the thing with Zyra is it's really hard to be aggressive against her, because if you run up to her and try to attack her with shorter range skills, she's gonna hit you with her E, and then pop a plant or two with Q.
Right.
And that's a lot of damage, especially if you don't deal with the plants.
Little Shop of Horrors song is coming back to me right now.
Right, yeah. That.
I'll spare you that, though.
I've seen it. I like that show.
I was in it. Way back
Oh,
in the
you were
day.
a theater geek?
I was a huge theater geek, huge. It was like when I was picking my majors for university, it was like, okay, do I want to go into theater, or do I want to go into biology? And then I decided for the career that will actually net me money.
Right, the useful career.
Yeah.
My sister's a director in New York, man, so...
Oh, really?
Yep.
Directing of what?
Plays.
Like, plays that people go see? Come on, well,
like,
you gotta give me that, come on.
They're off-Broadway, but yes, people go see them.
Like, off-Broadway or off
like 5 offs and then Broadway?
Alright.
I don't know what the lanes are, so I don't know where to put them on my little
mine are almost all set up already, so yours should probably be similar.
Nope.
Alright, we are going to see an invade. That Tarek invade the stun. The flash unnecessary on Barack Opala.
Just gotta secure it.
He was within range. I'm not really sure why he leaped out flash, but they did get it, and Barack Opala just could not react fast enough to that.
And
they're just going to secure that advantage. The ward going down in the blue rush, and a couple of them probably going to stick around and try and steal that blue, and the rest of them going to go head to their lanes, I imagine.
It's going to be interesting. I guess Nautilus is just going to go with his red. He could have gone back to the blue side blue. But
he could. Sometimes that can be a little bit dangerous.
It's always risky, yeah.
Yeah, they can send a few people there to disrupt you if you're trying to do that, so...
or
even the whole team can head over there themselves, so...
I'm just going to say I'm not even remotely surprised that blue team invaded, because that's standard Gandhi sauce, always invades.
Well, I mean, but again, thinking of the invade team itself, they've got Orianna Ball, they've got Ezreal, they've got Lee Sin, they've got Tarek. Massive invade team.
Yep. But at the same time, I mean, Purple's level 1 is pretty good, too. Is this Zyra? I wonder, did he get his E? No, he started with his Q. Ah, come on, Wasabi.
You expect more from him?
I expect more from him.
We are going to see Ion that is coming around to bottom lane, but opting not for the level 2 gank. Instead, going to go grab his red, and then maybe we'll see something.
Yeah, so we do have Diana against Jax. I'm not sure how this matchup is going to go. I'm going to assume it's going to be farmy. Yeah, me neither. They're going to farm for a little bit, I guess. But aggression is going to come from Jax first, I think. Just because he can keep applying it. Because he can just auto... Yep, there you go.
Yeah, I want to say that Jax probably trades better.
Right, exactly. And since the nerfs to Diana's shield, she's not quite as tanky.
I mean, again, I think I'd like to say a needed nerf in that sense.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I think most of the balance changes that Riot makes are fairly decent. There are some that are questionable at times. Oh, I am that is. We're going to see a gank on DCB side. He's going to wait, trying to flash that, but instead, he's the E going down. There's the auto attack from Orianna, the ball, and actually Wasabi, was this flash already blown, or did he try to save it up? Wasabi, that's on Wesley Q, actually number 3 ulti, almost able to go in, and they might actually be able to turn that around on him. He's actually going to have to back out. A couple more auto attacks, and that'd be it for him.
Tits missed his Q.
Yeah.
He hit a minion. Oh man, Nautilus wasn't fat enough to catch it.
That is a shame. And I'm looking at the screen now. Wasabi actually did have flash up and opted to die instead of use it.
I mean, that's always a good choice, right?
If you're Wasabi.
Well, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'm not actually sure why he didn't flash. That could have been an easy escape.
It's a secret tactics. We shouldn't be questioning him.
Right, you're right. So
and top lane, Adia versus Tesp Excellent, going, I mean, a little bit in favor. Actually, come to think of it, she's busted both.
She's got no pots,
and now
yeah.
there's the E, and Adia's going to have to back way out.
I don't know why she used her E. It doesn't do damage.
This is going to be one of those matchups. I mean, sad to say, but I'm pretty sure that the skill gap is going to be pretty wide top lane.
I didn't notice what Adnia's elo is. You got a nice little gank, though.
The gank on him, that is the stun, he's actually going to go off, and he's jumping out exactly at the same time. That was really, really well done. The stun going off and leaping at the same time to escape.
It's that 2100, man. He knows what Jax does.
Yes, he does.
So we got Nautilus posturing for... I noticed I'm using posturing a lot lately. Just getting ready for a gank bottom. But, oh, they do have... Purple team has a ward in that bottom first brush, but so does blue team, so they're going to be able to see if he steps in. Yep, right there.
Yes, they are going to see Ember just hanging out. He is such a huge model.
It's massive.
And he's just hanging out there. Gandhi Sauce and Elite Bob, not in any real danger. They're just going to hang out behind the minions. They can still farm a little bit. And they're just going to waste the crap out of Number's time.
Exactly. I mean, if what they can do is still play like moderately aggressively, but with that knowledge of Jax being there, well, not Jax, Nautilus. But we got some aggression top.
Well, speaking of Jax, Adnia just trying to attempt to trade with Tespa, and it's just not going very well. Tespa's Jax is, would you say, excellent?
Oh my god.
Oh, but Adnia left. It was a disconnect.
Must
That's the problem.
God, scumbag Tespa.
No, you don't say chat, but apparently he feels bad about it. This isn't Milo or Numbers we're talking about here.
So Numbers stopped here and waited for about a minute, if not more. Just sat there waiting and wasted a lot of time. So now you notice Tits is level 5, Nautilus is 3.
Yep, wasted just way too much time attempting the game. I mean, when he saw that he wasn't going to be able to do anything, whether or not they saw him in that brush, he probably should have just backed out, because you can't afford to waste that much time sitting in a brush that early.
Right, and Gandhi and Elite both played that well. They played close enough where Nautilus thought he might get some aggression in, but back like safe enough so that, I mean, there was nothing that was going to happen. And it's Ezreal, so.
Yep, so farm's going down. The root landing on Wesley and the ball just missing. Wasabi getting just out of range here. He actually bought a mana pot because he's really spamming his abilities. Wesley Q has a much more healthy reserve of mana. Yeah,
you don't need to spam abilities that much with Zyra. Like you can get by with no mana pots.
You know, Iron is walking right past a ward in bottom lane, but Baraka, Paul, and Inca are way too far pushed up. He actually flew like mid-flash on top of Inca, so it ended up catching up with him. Inca might be able to escape this. There's the exhaust swing down from Gandhi. Not entirely sure that was necessary. Oh, Iron is actually diving and picking up that kill, getting the shield and the stun on top of Baraka Paul. That is going to be a kill for them.
Oh, we got some aggression mid.
Action going mid. Adnia coming down. The flash from Wasabi, even though Adnia was Nautilus, is actually missing her E, getting snared by Nautilus, but the shield on top of Adnia will allow her to survive. Wesley really wants to go in and dive Wasabi. Instead, he just take a turret tick and walk out. That's okay.
Alright. Public service announcement. When you're facing Zyra, kill the plants as fast as you can. Because not only do they do a lot of damage... Oh, wow.
Wow, that Wesley ultimate, I can honestly say I was not expecting that, but he's probably...
Gonna fall.
Yeah.
Wesley, you man. You are a man, Wesley.
Yes, Wesley. Holy balls. And that was honestly, like, I would say 90% of the time when an Orianna ults herself, it's a mistake.
Yep, that was perfect.
And that was a perfect Orianna ult.
You know,
it was max range and pulled Nautilus as far away from the turret as it could pull him.
He lived because he got a second point in his shield.
Oh,
that's not something I do often.
Just massive play from Wesley. Huge. Anyway, let's have a look at the CS a little bit. Top lane...
Not going well.
Yeah, not so much. Test backslane just content to farm up, and he's got his red buff now. Adnia can go nowhere near him right now. 2-level disadvantage, plus red buff means 1 dead Adnia if she even looks at him the wrong way, and she's
going to be aggressive anyway.
Here's the stun going down. There's some empower hits. Red buff proccing, and Adnia is dead.
She clearly did not expect that much damage from Jax, but she actually did quite a bit of damage to him, too.
Well, I'm arguable the tower probably did more damage than she did. But,
okay, fair enough. So now, Wesley is really just asserting his dominance in mid lane, and it's exactly what you want to do. See, Zyra is gonna fall behind a little bit. I mean, Wesley's up 2 kills. He's got some nice items. He's got his chalice already. I'm assuming he's gonna may die.
That stupid root range.
It's not that long.
It is so dumb. Oh, and we're gonna see the turnaround. That is not gonna be able to do enough. But those minions. I mean, Number had to walk all the way around those minions to try and get a hook onto Wesley, and just wasn't able to do it in time.
Minion blocks have gotten so much worse.
I hate them. I really hate them. It's so dumb.
So Wesley is actually maxing his W, and I think that's a debate that's had often between Orianna players.
With a kick onto Barakapala. Barakapala's going to try and get there to even flash over the wall. The ultimate going down on both items mostly, but it's not going to be enough. And Barakapala does go down. And BC Wasabi coming down to try and help. And, whoa, there's the hook on top of Wesley, the snare landing. And an Orianna ult just missing absolutely everything. Wasabi going down despite the whiffed Orianna ult. And, or is he going to hit anyone with that passive? He does hit Wesley, who is at about a 3rd health now. But they are going to lose that blue.
So Tits is just being a nice little kill stealer all day.
Inca, you may want to be careful. Oh, goodness me. He did not see Tarek, and now he's going to pay.
He was just saying hi.
Oh, and that's a free dragon.
That's going to be a dragon, yeah.
Inca, buddy.
Purple does have the ward on it, so if not, I don't think they're not going to
there's
stop
no way.
it.
That is a free dragon. Whoa.
So, 10-minute Team Liquid Dragon. Everyone take note.
My goodness.
So that actually extends the lead for blue team. Despite top lane going heavily in purple team's favor, blue is doing very well to make sure that the rest of the map is winning.
I don't know. Blue team isn't out of the woods yet. I mean, Jax is Jax after all, and he's just taken blue buff, and that gives absolutely no craps right now. Adnia is coming around, just going to see the damage done. Those 2 little lizards back there without their big old friend Lonely, so Wesley keeps going to put them out of their misery.
I'm assuming Adney is going for the cages with that amp tome, but she's just very far behind right now. She needs to find farm somewhere, and she's not going to get it top.
Nope. 3. That level advantage is now increased to. Oh no, never mind. That's back down to 2. She just leveled up, but Tespa, I'm assuming, is going to hit 11 fairly soon. So.
And I mean, he's got his Phage. He's getting tanky enough. He can probably almost dive.
Well, maybe they may try to bait this dive. That is sort of just waiting for that to happen. He's going to come around, but he's actually going to be seen by the ward, so Tespa's going to know to back off. Tespa's actually about to court back, and here's the stun going down on top of Adnia. There's the ignite, and Tespa is probably going to be able to escape because I believe he does still have flow. There's the leap strike, and he will get out.
Man, that's the worst. I hate trying to gank Jax when his leap strike is up, and the wave just comes, and he's like, oh, I don't care.
I think it'd be really funny if the champion had an escape like that, and they actually just, when they get out in a situation like that, they'd just say, up. I think that'd be pretty funny to actually just be like, up.
You should be a voice actor for Riot, and let them know about that.
Definitely.
So, Zyra is hanging out bottom. She wants a gank on this. I'm not sure. Gandhi must not know she's there.
Oh, yeah, and there's the ultimate. And just get missing the E. Gandhi's going to escape. Elite Bob might be able to get out. Where's the ultimate? Wasabi. I guess it's down.
Yes, when you were watching top lane, he tried to catch Tarek in the bottom tri-brush, but whiffed, as is Wasabi style.
Has got no health left right now. I think he tried to trade with Tespa, and apparently it didn't go all that well for both of them, so they both are going to have to back right now. They're both sitting in base.
They tried to dive Jax, and it didn't quite work out.
No.
See, you're just missing everything, man.
Too much action, man. See, that's the problem when we're doing 2 different things and we're not like in the same place. We either have to leave it completely up to the directed camera, or have like a third-party camera guy, and somehow I don't know how you do that really.
Me neither.
Because we both have to be separate camera guys. I don't know. Anyway, that's beside the point.
So Wesley is rushing the Athenes, which I really do like on Orianna. I mean, Toys showcased it, and who else did?
But it seems like the natural. Oh my goodness, that dive!
That's
that dive
a dead
from
Wasabi.
Wesley.
And the shield.
Yep. Oh, not this time. Man. No, not this time from Wesley. He is going to go down.
The passive came straight through perfectly.
Wesley is not happy about it, as he says in chat right now.
Rip.
Too bad you can't see, but yeah, number just happened to be in the right place at the right time for that one. Even though Wesley had calculated it perfectly.
Perfectly.
Well, almost perfectly. Calculate for the appearance of a giant miner with a...
Yeah,
I don't even know what that thing is.
It's a dredge line. Dredge hook.
No, but, I mean, with that skin, it's something different, isn't it? It's like a drill.
Sure.
Look at it.
Yeah, it's a drill.
Okay.
Things that don't matter.
Things that don't matter. I think I read somewhere. I can't remember when I was reading this. Must have been a while ago. That when you're casting and you talk about skins, you know you're a bad caster or something like that. I think it was,
I didn't start it.
What that was.
Wasn't me.
No, it's always me. I'm the bad caster.
So Gandhi is still even CS with Graves, which is good for Ezreal, but he's also 2 kills up, and he is going for that Triforce. He's going for that mid-game aggression, unlike who was playing Ezreal last game.
I don't remember.
I'm so bad at names.
I don't remember. Who cares? That was last game.
Oh, it matters.
Well, you're not going to remember.
Nope.
Looking at the items, we do see triple Dorans on Wasabi. Once again, Wasabi mystifies me with everything he does.
No, mid, I do that occasionally. It depends on how mid is going. If you're losing hard, which he is, he's getting Wesley's being very aggressive. And the extra health from the Doran's rings really helps, and it's some nice, it helps you stay in your lane, really.
Yeah, but
as opposed to, like...
set him so much further back.
Yes.
You know, when Wesley starts picking up his major items, what is he going to have?
Right, that's the downside. It's really just to help you stay in, as opposed to, say, like a Cages, which keeps you weak, and you're really investing in the late game. This is helping you invest in the early game.
I'm not so sure, though, because Cages is sort of a... In terms of the GP5 items, Cages is like an exception because it builds into that crazily overpowered DFG, which you're going to be getting anyway.
Yes, alright. Aside from... DFG aside, because the compensation, the cost that you have to spend on it is not nearly worth... Or it's... Sorry, let me try that again. The benefit you get is way worth the cost that you spend, you know, wasting on a Cages for however little time it is.
Barack Apollo's dead. Let's just watch this happen. Oh, good stun, and it's not going to be enough, though, for a 3-man dive. That is just tanking the tower as long as he can to give Gandhi the kill.
Oh, and Wesley, what happened?
I'm going to rewind that. I have no idea what just happened. I was too busy watching the dive. Here, watching Wesley now walking right into Number and Wasabi, ulting and not quite able to pick off Wasabi. He just didn't do enough damage and gets attacked by the turret. Oh, my goodness. Wasabi survived with probably about 7-8 health.
Ah. Well, while you were doing that, you missed Tespa walking into Adnia in the blue jungle, and Adnia did not enjoy that time at all.
Yeah, this is not going to be such a fun late game for blue team, I think. I mean, they're ahead right now, but it's going to be trouble for sure.
Jax is going to walk in and be like, "Hey guys, I'm back."
See, like, this that was, no, I just let that one roll right off my back. I don't even care. I don't even care.
It was a good one. Admit it.
Hey, you're an amateur. You gotta step it up a little.
Cuts deep.
Gotta step it up a little bit.
So
now I have to try and think of a good one to one up you.
Yeah. Gandhi's 100 gold off his Triforce, so we'll be seeing that. Maybe they can get some mid-game stuff going on. Maybe control Tespa a little bit if they can find him and not die immediately.
I think it's still going to be trouble because That is about to get stunned now. There's a shield going to instead opting to jump on top of Wesley, which I think is a good call. Getting kicked into the tower. There's the Zyra ult going down, knocking both That is out. And Tespa getting ignited. Is he going to survive this? Is he going to survive this? Wesley, That is trying to get in there. The flash. That is, yes, does manage to land his E. And now we're going to see Wasabi and number 3 ulti are both in a little bit of trouble. The poke going down, but there are four blue players in mid right now. Number 3 ulti and Wasabi going to try and defend this turret. And Gandhi killing Barack Opala bottom lane by himself.
I missed that one.
Yep, so did I. Too busy watching the action mid. Inca now stumbling upon That is on his own.
Oh, whiffing
the Q, but now going to walk into the rest of the blue team. Adnia whiffing her Q as well. And now there's the pull on top. There's the stun going down on Inca, managing to flash out. And Adnia and Inca getting rooted and flashing out. All this action. Inca's so close. That guy's just wearing off and managing to get out of the way before Gandhi saw his ultimate. Oh my goodness, I'm out of breath.
Gandhi's trying real hard to pick off these last two guys, but the control on Tespa at the blue tower was beautiful. They held him there as long as they could, and they kept him in tower range just to, you know, pick him off, and they did it really well.
Yep, so I mean, it just shows that Tespa's not completely out of control yet. They were able to hold him down.
He's getting close to that Triforce, though.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a big problem later on in team fights, because all that's going to have to happen is Wasabi is going to have one job. He doesn't even really have to land an E late game. He just has to land an alt. If he lands an alt and Tespa and Salty, or no, I don't know, that name is really bothering me. But
sorry.
If they're both in there and Wasabi lands an alt, that's going to be it for their team.
It's going to be rough. But we'll see how, you know, if Wesley lands a good ult, which I expect Wesley to land a good ult, and Gandhi has some good positioning in fights, it could be a little different. It's going to be interesting to see how they can deal with Jax.
There's a stun going down on top of Baraka Apollo. Elite Bob going to try and solo. No, it won't be a solo. Gandhi Sauce is probably going to be able to take him down. There's the ultimate going down from Elite Bob. The ultimate going down from Baraka Apollo. The flash out, actually. The ultimate going down. Yes, picking off Baraka Apollo. Excellent aim from Gandhi Sauce. Good prediction skills. And another kill being fed to Gandhi, who is now 5-0-2.
Numbers looking to back up this tower here because, I mean, he knows there's a couple that can siege this tower. He doesn't know. Oh, now he knows that Tits is there. So it should be interesting. Oh, Tits may walk right into Number. Oh, it looks like he's checking for wards.
He's going up and around. He's taking out those wards like a boss. And Tespa is just pushing down top lane, not giving any craps at all. He's coming down. He wants to try to make something happen to Wesley, and he may very well do so.
Tits needs to get mid right now. He needs to support Wesley. They both have their ults again. We'll see. Maybe they can keep Jax in tower for as long as they did last time.
Yep, and there's the first tower going down for blue team, and really increasing that gold advantage to 4K now. The red team is actually pretty far behind.
Wesley getting caught out by Zyra, but she doesn't have enough AP. You're exactly right. He's now going for the haunting guys, which I don't agree with, not at all, because he's set himself back for the early and mid game. Oh, Wesley's gonna get jumped on.
Oh, Tespa's coming in there to jump, but not landing the stun, so Tespa's actually caught a little bit. Here comes Tespa. There's the ultimate going down on Wesley, not doing enough damage to Tespa, and the ultimate going down on top of Adnia from Nautilus. Gandhi Sauce just trying to do enough damage with those pokes. There's the Taric stun going down. There's the ultimate from Taric going down, and here comes Inca. He's gonna auto attack his way. Tespa jumping back in, landing the stun on both Adnia and Elite Bob. Elite Bob getting exhausted for some reason. I have no idea why, but still that poke from Gandhi just so good. He's auto-attacking away. Wesley Q getting a kill off, and now going down, getting a double kill actually. And Adnia, the only one to go down, was Sabi actually somehow managing to get that kill with no mana and no AP. I have no idea how he did it.
It was just a well-placed W. I think it was a W that got him. Sorry, a Q, because it's Zyra. But Gandhi skirted around that fight very well. Just
Gandhi, I got to give MVP of that fight to Gandhi for sure. He just like auto-attacking. He was in perfect positioning the entire fight, just getting auto-attacking whoever he could, queuing whoever he could, slowing people down. Just absolutely fantastic. And I'm netting his team 2 kills.
And I really like the way that blue team dealt with that, because I mean they do have to worry about Jax a lot. So what they're doing is they're going in, poking, and coming back out. I don't know if you saw Adnia went in and used her E and then came back out. And then went in once it was up again.
Gandhi Sauce getting reversed on actually had to get out over that wall. Was trying to be really aggressive on Inca. DC had just enough damage to root him in place though. And a very good blue steal from I Am That Is actually.
Oh, Zyra finally picking up her haunting guys. We'll see. I don't get it that often. I know it's really good for good mid-game dominance on a lot of champions. I don't get it on Zyra because she's more control as opposed to assassin.
I was introduced to the power of hunting guys on Evelyn, and I would like to thank her derp for that, because it is insanely strong. Tespa excellent actually going down, Wesley having to flash out before the stun lands, and doing so very, very well.
Evelyn would fall under the category of assassin.
Oh, really? What makes you say that?
I'm thinking the stealth helps with that.
Oh, really? Stealth assassin. Nice. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just kidding, but Wesley Q still just farming up a storm, having the most CS on his team and almost the most in the game, second only to Tespa right now.
Yeah,
who already has his Triforce.
Diana still can't get any pressure on this top tower. They're going to have like a concerted effort to get this tower down, because it's just not going to fall with just Diana. Jax can just go up and stop her constantly.
Yeah, the snowball is just further snowballing out of control for in favor of blue team, so I mean... I don't know. Red team's really gonna have to pull a very, very strong team fight to do something about it.
Is that what snowballs do? They snowball out of control.
They roll and they get bigger, and yes, so they snowball out of control. Wesley Q opting not to ult there because the rest of his team was not ready to engage. Instead, just opting to poke with that QW. That Orianna, when they changed her W to be more responsive,
it's great.
Like they really, yeah, it is.
I read those and I knew it was a huge buff, and I really wish I had played her more before she got more popular again. But I fell in love with Zyra before that happened.
Yeah, I think what a lot of people know is talking about those missed. Oh, there we go, the ultimate, the Nautilus ultimate going down on Wesley, actually knocking out both Elite Bob and Wesley Q. The flash going in, there's the Orianna, Wesley just exploding, and Admiral gonna go down there. So there is a team fight that red team needed. That Shirelia is going down, and they managed to pick everyone off. Such a good initiation by Number.
Wesley was playing just too far forward. He didn't have his flash up. He had used it to avoid Tespa the last time. Yep. So he really should have known that could have come. I mean, it's hard to predict, you know, when Nautilus is going to do something like that. But it's Nautilus. His ult is very long range.
And Nautilus is one of those ultimates where you see it, like, you see the icon on yourself, and your heart immediately sinks, like, because there is nothing you can do about that.
No, there's not.
You can't, I mean, unless you're Shaco, and you have perfect timing, but there's, like, maybe 0.5% of champions can actually do something about that ultimate, and you know, you see it coming for you, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta get as far away from the enemy team as possible when this hits me.
Do you know what 0.5% would be? That would be half a champion.
Well, I mean, for 0.5% of abilities or items or something like Zombies would do it. I don't know.
I really wish QSS
I'm just spouting out numbers. You're the analysis guy. Leave me alone.
I really wish QSS would rid of that. I mean, it would make sense. I mean,
you know what? But it's not a debuff. That's the problem.
I know. It should be. But, I mean, they've nerfed him again enough, I guess. They don't need to slaughter him anymore.
He needed that nerf.
Absolutely. But now, Jax is just going back up top. He's almost got 200 farm. He is exerting so much dominance right now.
You say dominance a lot.
I do. There's a lot of words I say a lot.
Yeah. I say, what did I used to say a lot when I casted by myself?
I don't know.
I don't know. Someone will remind me. I'm sure somebody saw from the team. Oh, here we go. They're going to gang up on Tespa. There's the ultimate going down, and the dodge, the stun landing on nobody. They're really going to try and dive him hard, and I think it's just going to be too much. Getting kicked into the wall, the leap strike, and that final auto attack. Wesley Q managed to take him out. Wasabi going in, landing the root on Adnia under the turret. Adnia is going to eat that tower hit, and the shield.
Beautiful shield.
The shield from Wesley, and the shield from Adnia.
They need to get out right now. Nautilus is coming for blood.
Nautilus. And he's not going to get there in time. That was a really, really good dive on top of Tespa. Really just identifying the threat, eliminating that threat, doing exactly what they need to do.
And they're very lucky that Purple Team was out of position for that, because that took a lot of moves, and they missed a lot. I mean, Diana missed her E. Orianna used her ult before Jack's left strike, so they made it harder on themselves than it needed to be.
Yeah, I mean, the only problem there is the fact that, oh my god, Baraka probably just getting chunked by both Wesley and Gandhi Sauce. But the only problem with that is, I mean, they managed to kill Tespa, but he's up already. They couldn't do anything with it.
Right. It's hard, because it takes so much to kill Jax that they can't really team fight afterwards.
No.
So they need to figure something out. Either they need to catch him out of position really badly and not dive a tower doing it, or they need
they just need to catch someone. They just need to catch someone who's not as hard to kill.
That's true. That's true. Inca is still very squishy. He does have his Bloodthirster now, which is good for him. But Gandhi's building up his IE already.
Yeah, Gandhi's definitely ahead. He's got 5 kills, 4 assists, and more farm. Inca's way, way, way behind.
Yes, it's gonna be really a battle between Jax and Ezreal. It's gonna be interesting.
But I mean, the thing is, whereas, you know, at one point I was going to say, yeah, you know, Purple Team's going to be okay to take this down. Oh, the jump on top of the lead bob, not managing to get that stun off Tespa, eating some turret hits, but the turret will go down. I was just going to say that it's, you know, Tespa's not going to be able to do this on his own. He doesn't have enough support from his team, whereas Blue Team is able to support Gandhi a lot more.
Ooh,
Number. Oh,
beautiful.
Number. I was going to say, Number missing a champion, actually hitting the turret and getting pulled in, and is going to pay for it. Elite Bob actually getting the kill on him, and Tesla jumping in on Gandhi Sauce, and Gandhi Sauce actually able to jump out. So far we have not seen anyone go down from Blue Team. Tesla's doing his best to take the line. That is, there's the snare going down, a little poke from Inca, but it's not going to be enough, and they lost 2 for 0 there due to really bad engage from Number.
And that was a 4v5. I mean, Diana was top, taking out top turret finally by herself. And I was going to say, before that fight started, at what cost? But Nautilus, unfortunately, jumped into the turret face first.
That was a good dodge. I mean, he's just really got to watch where that hook goes. That's the only downside of that hook. So it looks as though Red Team's actually able to take out a turret because of this. Adnia jumping in and not getting that E off really on anybody. But it's probably better that she didn't, to be honest. I don't think they wanted to pull Tespa any closer to the team.
Well, what they did was they disrupted him. They made him think twice about actually jumping into that. Gandhi just being a nuisance as always.
Just like real life.
Just like real life. But he's pretty low.
He's pretty ballsy. I was going to say he's getting a little too close to Tespa there.
And Tespa just farming his ass off. It's rough.
I don't know. I mean, like, looking at the gold for each champion on blue team, like, every lane is just so far ahead except for the lane of Tespa and Adnia.
And Adnia's getting tanky, so, I mean, if she just can jump in and disrupt, that may be enough.
Oh yeah, and she's doing it right. I mean, I would argue building that Rylays rather than, you know, a DFG or whatever. I mean, she can get I would argue, you know, an Abyssal next probably. Something that would give her even more tankiness, because right now she is not going to be a source of damage for her team. She needs to be a source of disruption.
But, I mean, that DFG will help against Jax, because it is percent health-based damage, so, I mean, it's going to be nice burst once she gets it. But I know Navi builds DFG straight into GA on Diana.
I've seen that before. It is terrifying.
It is very... Oh, and blue team's going for Baron. I do not agree with this.
Neither do I, especially since Gandhi is so far out of position. They could just... Like, he does not want to go in through here at all because he's going to be caught out of position here. He wants to be in this fight, but he can't be. This is a 5-on-4, and there's the ultimate going down. Wow, just wasting away people's health. There's the ultimate going down, and we do see our first casualty Warenka going down. Wesley Q now going to be taken down as well. And here we go, red team's converging. Gandhi's going to try and get some auto attacks off. Tespa landing a stun. Is he going to be able to take an Ion Midiz? Is he going to be able to? Yes, he is going to be able to take an Ion Midiz. Now going on to Elite Bob, but Gandhi's going to try and poke away. There, Tespa's going to try and land a stun, managing to catch out Elite Bob with that stun. Tespa just barely managing to escape. And here comes all the rest of the red team going to converge on top of Gandhi. That was just a terrible, terrible, terrible Baron engage for blue team. Gandhi was so far out of position.
He was, and he was trying really hard to poke from behind and get to them, but the thing was, it was Jax on one side, Nautilus on the other, and he just could not get in. He wanted to get to Jax.
Look at how close, even with Gandhi out of position, look at how close that team fight was to going in Blue's favor. Just they're all so low in health. Just really excellent positioning from all the members of purple team there.
I mean, Diana, Tarek, and Lee Sin all did a very good job of trying to keep Wesley alive, trying to keep Jax off of Wesley, and they did well enough for a long time. It took a while for Tespa to actually get her, but when she did, it was game over. I mean, that was the damage.
Like, Jax is Jax. I mean, there was so many of those Gandhi auto attacks were being, you know, poured onto him, and he just absorbed all of them and didn't really care. And now he's got his Guardian Angel. Yeah,
it's going to be a problem.
That is going to be a massive, massive issue. But that's the beginning of a comeback right there. The gold advantage has now decreased substantially for blue team, and that is exactly what red team needs to get back into the game.
Well, Gandhi did pick up his IE. We'll see if he can get some good damage. He needs some armor pen, because the purple team's just getting too tanky for him. He can't do it by himself anymore. Picking up that red, so he's going to be able to kite well in fights. That's going to be a dragon for purple team.
How many dragons is that?
I think 3.
3 dragons?
Is that a record?
By 32 minutes, I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
See, Gandhi's just going, he's going double style. He is farming hardcore, but he's just being out of position all the time.
Does he have mechanics to back him up?
No, he does not have double lift mechanics.
Well, he doesn't have double lift mechanics, but I mean, I would argue he might have some of the best mechanics in this game.
Oh yeah. Well, purple did not make moves to Baron like I thought they would. I mean, Gandhi was pretty out of position. Yeah. Well, no, he just left there. When Gandhi was bottom, I thought they were gonna make moves. Ooh, Wesley picking up a GA. Interesting.
Good call, in my opinion. They're focusing him down first every fight. That's a good call. That's an item
I always forget about playing AP. Like, when I think armor, I'm like, okay, I'll just get a Zonias or something. But that's going to be something where he can sort of survive Jax a little bit more.
See, and that's why I'm better than you at Victor. I always
get Victor. Interesting.
That poke going down, I mean,
It's
it's
so
also
good.
eating a lot of damage, but, I mean, if he chooses to engage at any one point, I think Purple Team is in position to win a team fight.
We'll see.
Oh, just eating still a lot of poke. This is nuts. There's the ultimate, but not such a good one. He's in. He's
very
way ahead of
premature.
his team. Salting it, blown up. There's the ultimate. A really, really good ultimate from Leslie.
They need to deal with Tespa.
Yep, Tespa's going right in. And we're seeing Adney trying to go in on Inca, but Inca just blowing her way. Barakapala going down now to Leslie. And this team fight, actually here with Blue Team, Tespa could not do enough. There's the stun. Are they going to dive on top of Tespa? Oh my goodness. That QW combo from Wesley just totally destroying it. There's two Guardian Angels going at the same time. Who's going to jump on who first? There's the blind. Wesley.
Ooh, Gandhi coming in with the save.
And at the same time, Gandhi.
Beautiful ace.
Play. Wow, very, very well played team fight from Blue Team.
That was all on number for initiating that. I mean, he went in very premature. Well, it was either a bad engage or a miscommunication because it was decent.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, here's what I think. I mean, I think he used that ult. It looked almost like it was a defensive ult because, you know, someone's getting a little too close
but then
to him.
He turned in.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he should have just let the ult go.
Well,
and backed off.
He saw it, like, I think it was sort of a group of blue players, and he just threw it into them and then realized it was on Wesley. So he wanted to then grab him, which he did. He did manage to get the hook on Wesley, but the team just wasn't backing him up.
Yeah.
And that resulted in an inhib and an ace. I mean, that was a very, very well executed fight.
It's a shame that, I mean, Tespa's not up. I mean, you know, you could always pull, the Purple Team could have pulled that, you know, everybody rush to Baron as soon as we spawn and try and take it down as quickly as we can. But since Tespa died so far behind the rest of the team, they don't have their whole team to rush over there.
And Purple's got no Oracle now. So it's going to be a Baron dance with Blue Team vision advantage.
Yeah, it looks as though numbers already going to start away, but they're pinging. Blue Team knows that that's where they are. So they're going to try and bait this, I guess, but I don't know if anything's going to come of it.
Adnia's working on her GA now, which is it's a good move. She needs to be tanky, and she's doing it well. And bottom's pushing for Blue Team. That damage, or that tower's going to take a lot of damage. So
yeah, it's going to take a lot of damage. That cannon minion, just when they buffed that cannon minion, I think that was also, I think, a pretty good change.
That was a long time ago. I had forgotten about that.
They like 50% reduced damage from turrets.
Alright, so Blue Team's gonna work on this Baron right now.
And they don't even need Gandhi's just gonna sit in the lane and pretend like, oh, you know, don't pay attention to where the rest of my team is right now. I'm in lane, so it must be they're not doing Baron. How could they do Baron without the AD carry? Well, guess what? They already got it to have health.
Yeah, they're already working on it without Gandhi. So I mean, they're not gonna be able to finish this before they get there. They're gonna have to turn. Oh no, they're gonna work on it. They're gonna finish.
Say they can finish that.
Wow. They need to get
Tespa
Tespa.
And landing on Tarek, which arguably is a bad choice. Tespa doesn't have his GA. They really need to try and get him down. And there, Gandhi taking down ulti first. There's the ultimate landing on almost the entire team. Inca way in the back. A really, really great ult from Barakapala. And there's an ultimate landing on Barakapala and Tespa. Tespa might be able to get out in time. No, he will not. And down goes Inca.
Gandhi coming
DC
in.
Wasabi. He's going to go down as well. That is.
Oh,
and there's the
poor Barak.
Oh my goodness, Gandhi, just a terror this entire game, and this might be it for them. I mean, they've already got the inhib down. They just need a little bit of a minion wave to push.
I thought that was going to be a lost
down,
fight.
That is actually the end of the game.
That was a good game. Gandhi played that incredibly well.
Yeah, our predictions were wrong, to be honest. I think we both thought the Purple Team was going to take that one down, didn't we?
I did. I mean, I thought Jax was going to just be too scary, and he was very scary, but Wesley and Gandhi was just too much in the back line to deal with.
Yep, definitely. So very, very well played again from both teams. Good job to Blue for really picking it up, and you know, I kind of feel bad for saying this, but carrying Nadney out of the lane phase. She did play very, very well through the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Just lane phase, there was nothing she could do against Tespa.
Which, I mean, and she dealt with it well enough. I mean, she got some farm and she stayed in the game, and that's all she had to do.
No, she did. Very, very admirable effort from her. So well played. Well played.
Very well played.